Good morning. It's been way too long since I've put up a video. Say hi, Violet. It's, let's see, March 21st here, so we're into spring officially. Starting to feel like that. We've lost basically all of our snow, and I've moved everybody here. We're in a new spot. I just moved them last weekend, so you can see off in the distance, that's where we spent most of the winter. You can still see the windbreak over there and a few bales I had set out. I'll try to zoom in. Yeah, so we spent most of the winter up on that hill. We were pretty well protected from the south and east with the woods there, and then the windbreak covered us on the north and the west side. And but now the weather looks really nice going forward, so we're up here on this hill a little higher. Try to keep everybody out of the mud. It was kind of muddy there for a bit, and we've got rain and some more snow, actually a little bit of snow in the forecast for this weekend, so it won't probably be too much. But anyhow, I did a thing and I bought a bale unroller. So I know I've been putting out some bale grazing videos, but I'm just playing around with some stuff, I guess. This is actually just some alfalfa, some high protein. I'm feed supplementing just like twice a week, feeding a little bit, just to keep the protein levels up as we get towards, we're in the last 2 months before we start lambing and kidding here, really. So I still have a bale out there, and I've got someone rolled over here, but I was able to find this one on Facebook Marketplace. It's actually a homemade job. It's very well built, and then I use my neighbor's tractor to feed a couple times a week. But so yeah, so far, I mean, it's not a brand new one, but it's working just fine for what I need just to get the hay out. And so yeah, but there's starting to be a little bit of green grass. In fact, you'll see there's a little bit of bluegrass, I think, coming up in here. You can see a little bit of, yeah, there's a little bit of green coming. It's actually interesting, when I moved everybody in here, they just started grazing because there was enough duff. We cut this for hay last year. There was a lot of weeds and some brush, and obviously the hay quality wasn't top quality, but we just used the haying as a management tool to try to get some of that brush and stuff cut back and some of the undesirables. But they were in here for like a day, and they were like full and had hardly touched the hay because they were just going through picking at all the little green. They were picking out these little green shoots, and then eating some of this warm season grass. That's, the lignan's broken down a little bit in it, so it's a little more digestible, so they actually kind of like it now. So anyhow, it won't be long, I don't think, if this weather stays the way it is. We've got 50s in the forecast for next week, so it really won't be long. The ground's thawed out. I can get netting in the ground easily without pounding it in. So it might be an early spring for us here, which I'm not going to complain about. I just want the moisture and the precipitation to keep up, because we are still a D0, D1 drought. We're right on the edge of a D1. So a little nerve-wracking heading into spring. So keep our fingers crossed that we keep getting rain. But yeah, anyhow, we're still watering out of the winter water. I should do a video on that sometime, but you can see it right there. Let's see if there's my finger, so whoop. Right there, you can see, I'll zoom in on it. That's where the winter water is, right by those bales. I perked those bales on the north and west side just to keep the wind off it as much as possible, so it ended up working pretty well. But it won't be long before we get our pipelines going again. We've got one up here at the top of the hill, and then I can keep spreading out manure and keep them from going into one area and drinking, and kind of keep the wear and tear off that area. I might just actually fence it out completely once I open the pipeline up, just to, I can bring the water tank up here on the hill somewhere, but it won't be long. But yeah, got a lot to do, so I better sign off. Actually, I'm gonna walk through these girls one more time. Some of them are starting to get pretty big. We actually had an early lamb, a whoopsie lamb, born. Thankfully the weather was like pretty decent. She had gotten bred accidentally before I bought this set of ewes, but I'm gonna bring her She's actually in our woodshed. Just try to keep her a little more comfortable. I'm gonna bring her back out because the lamb's a couple weeks old now, doing just fine. Probably didn't even need to bring her in, but out of an abundance of caution. But yeah, you can see they're starting to get pretty round on both sides, so it'll be exciting to see what we end up with this year for lamb and kid crop. Really happy with the way some of these girls look. Some of them not so much, but hey, you gotta cull and keep going. So cull hard and keep the best. I'm actually really impressed with how they came through the winter too. I know there's some things I'm gonna do differently next year. I think I'm gonna bump up my hay quality just a bit. And then I'll keep from having to supplement. I think I supplemented with a little bit of whole corn for energy, but I think I could eliminate that. It was kind of a pain because I'm not really set up well to feed like that. So I think if I spend a little bit more on hay, I can eliminate that, and we'll probably do even better. And I might even be able to eliminate feeding alfalfa like red egg, like I am right now. So, but yeah, you can see overall condition. I mean, we got a couple that are not so great looking, but those are probably go on the cull list anyhow. But for the most part, everybody's in good shape. Don't want them too fat this time of year. We don't want to create any lambing and kidding issues. So, alrighty, well, hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by our YouTube channel. Violet's already taking her nap. I'm gonna get rolling, but I'm gonna sign off and we'll see you on the next video.